All right, so now we're going to get into blending the makeup over top of the eyebrows. Now, I do believe this is Too Faced in Mahogany, a concealer. I'm not exactly sure which one because I'm not really, that much into makeup as of now, but I'm trying to get more into it. But yes, at this point, I am just blending it out to try to make it look a little bit more seamless, a little further away from the eyebrow, closer to where I did pull that makeup up. So I am blending it out and blending it out. I do continue to blend it out a little bit more. And then I do realize that my eyebrows are different. So I do start to try to look in the mirror to see the eyebrows a little bit better. And then I just, check them out and see what I can do. But we're just going to try to work with it anyway, though, because, like I said, from what I can see, in this camera is this one's like thicker on the outside. This one's thinner. Now, again, I probably did that, like, because I follow my natural brow, if you notice. But, like, lately I've been doing my own eyebrows, and I probably did that to my eyebrows when I waxed them. I probably took more off of one because I feel like I did have an issue like that where I took more off of one than I wanted to or something like that. But it's okay. Now, this is a sample, and this sample said that it says that it's Fenty 430, but the consistency of it, like, it's thick. And my 420 is not real thick like this. Now, sometimes I get samples of different things to try, and this might not be 430. So, whatever it is, we're going to try it. I don't know. There's no, like, letter on it or anything. So, I'm just going to paint it on. So, at this point, I'm just painting the makeup onto my face. Now, typically, I don't paint the makeup on my face like that. I just take a little bit on the back of my hand and take my damp beauty blender and just blend it around my eyes. But because of the video, I did want to have, like, more makeup on. I kind of wanted it to look like flawless, flawless. So I did apply a decent amount of makeup all over my face to get that to kind of cover my full face. I was going for a full coverage kind of look, so I did put that much makeup on. Maybe full coverage is just based off of the makeup that you actually put on, like. But I know some makeups are buildable and you can do like one layer, two layers, and then you have like a medium, then full coverage or whatever. So, we're gonna see. We're gonna see what happens. I watch Dominique A lot, and I notice in a lot of her videos, after she puts her foundation on, she puts like a powder on, that Fit Me powder, 360 powder, whatever. I think it's Mocha she uses. I never actually put powder on afterwards, which I guess is a makeup thing you're supposed to, but the only places that I actually put makeup or like powder is where my highlight is, obviously, so that it doesn't crease. And then my contour, like I'll use Fenty contour stick and a little bit of MAC over top of it. But I never put it like, I never put like powder all over my face after I do the liquid, which again, I mean, I'm not a makeup artist, but if you know, tell me what that does. So maybe I can start doing that if I need to. Now, I never did my makeup in front of a ring light before, but it looks a little orangey to me or something. Let's just keep going for now. All right, now here I am trying to blend in all of that makeup that I did just paint onto my face, trying to create a nice blend here for a good flawless look. Now I am just trying to look in the back at the mirror also to see what it looks like in the mirror. So I do just decide to add a little more makeup underneath my eyes. I do have bags underneath my eyes, as you probably seen at the beginning of the video. So I do try to cover those up. Well, for the sake of this video, I am trying to cover those up for a nice flawless look here. So I am just painting that on before I do start to get out the Beauty Blender and blend it with the Beauty Blender. Now with the Beauty Blender, I do, add a little bit over top of my eyes to kind of try to blend it with the makeup that I did use to do my eyebrows. So I am just doing that here on both sides, trying to make sure that it's nice and blended together for a seamless, flawless look here. And I do continue to blend, blend, blend as much as I can here so that it does, look nice and skin-like, or not just like a clown face, just as blended as possible. I would like to look good for the video, or just good in general. But yes, I am just blending, blending, blending here. And I continue to blend and blend. Then I do stop the video for a second to blow my nose. Just real quick, just real quick so that you can get that nose blue, whatever. I should stick some toilet paper up in there. But I don't know y'all like that yet, I get me sitting here with toilet paper all up in my nose, with y'all right there like that. I don't know y'all. Alright, so the blend's pretty much as blended as it's gonna get, I'm thinking. That's really what I'm thinking. Okay, so usually next, I did just wet my Beauty Blender a little bit. Usually next, and again, I'm using this brush that I don't like, which I don't know what it is, but it's a Real Techniques brush, I think. I think so. I think these purple ones are Real Technique brushes also. So the same NC45, I believe it was. I'm going to take that. Now, I literally have like a little bit of this, so I'm going to do what I can. I'm going to take that and put it underneath my eyes. All right, so at this point, I am taking that MAC NC45 and applying it underneath my eyes to create a highlight and cover up those bags. So I am still using that brush. Again, I know that brush is probably not for what I'm using it for, but I'm not a makeup artist. It does work for me, so I use that. applying a little bit of that to my nose and to my forehead. Now, I really didn't have much of this makeup left at all. I was literally like banging on the table with the makeup to try to get some of this makeup to come out. So I do apologize if I didn't put enough of that on and you can't see that, but I did try to do what I could do there. Now, if you notice on my forehead, I did not put a lot of makeup on my forehead. One, because I did only have a little bit of makeup, and two, because I do only highlight my forehead a very little bit because I do have a big forehead. And so, from the videos that I watched, most people with big foreheads do not highlight much, more on the contour side, so that they can cover up some of that extra forehead that they do have here. Now, hey, all pretty girls have big foreheads to me, so I'm not even mad at you, sis. Listen, you see how big my forehead is, so hey. But yes, so I am just blending in that makeup that I did have underneath my eyes and trying to blend it in a little bit on top of my eyes. Again, I'm just doing it to try to make everything look seamless, not one color sitting here, one color sitting here, kind of just blending it all together, but still leaving the makeup where I put the makeup at, if you understand what I'm trying to say here. So here I am probably trying to get more of the makeup out because again, it was gone. I was banging it off the table, trying to get more makeup out. I did succeed to get a little bit more makeup out. So I do try to apply that underneath my eyes to try to get a little more highlighted effect here. And then I blend that in with the Beauty Blender, again adding it over top of my eye too, just so that it is all blended together and seamless. So I'm blending again here, blending again, trying to get a nice look here going on that you can actually see in the camera and in the mirror, because for some reason in the camera I cannot see what I could see in the mirror. I couldn't see the makeup as well, or I don't know. I don't really know. If anybody knows why that is, please let me know. Any tips or tricks, I can definitely take those. Now here, I am actually taking the Fenty setting powder with a little bit of the Ben Nye banana powder and mixing that together, because I do like the way the banana powder does give my eyes like a little goldy kind of look. And I do like the gold or yellowy type of look that the banana powder does give me. So here I am just first blending it a little bit more, that concealer I had on my face, and then I put together the concoction of the Fenty cashew powder and the Ben Nye banana powder. I take a little bit of that together and dab it on the back of my hand, and then I start to apply it underneath my eyes. And I do one eye at a time, get a nice little layer on there, and then start to apply it to the top of my eyes, just so that, again, it all blends together seamlessly. Nice little blend going on. I do want it to look, again, flawless, but, you know, I'm not a makeup artist, so I am doing what I can do here. So I blend that and blend that and blend that until I do think that it looks decent enough. So I'm checking it out here in the mirror. Now, I'm not a baker. I never bake, because when I did try to bake a few times, it just never looks right for me. So I'm just going to stop until I learn how.